Hey everyone, Miss Jamie here. I'm stopping by today to show you how to make one of the sensory bins for this week. There's a couple of them. One that involves water, which will be a great one this week. It's supposed to be hot, but we're also supposed to get a lot of rain. Yuck. But that one couldn't find any froggies in the store. They didn't have any little rubber froggies to jump in. But you really could put anything you want in your sensory bin. You could put in pictures, or objects. You could put things that are purple in there that can float and sink. I know the kids love to play in water, so anything like that. And then the other sensory item this week was not a sensory bin, but rather a Play-Doh. It was green Play-Doh, and then if you got small little like split peas, the dried ones, you could use them as lily pads and put them in, and the kids could poke at the different ones like they were jumping from lily pad to lily pad, like their little finger was a froggy, but I was short on a couple items in there, so my bad. But I'm going to show you the one I did make this week, and we're going to make some of it together. So this one is the noodle. It's under the N. It's the noodle one. What you will need for that is some cooked noodles, some vinegar, some food coloring. You'll need some Ziploc bags, or the bags, and some items to put in there. Now the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of vinegar, but when I'm reading that's for the whole box of noodles. So if you're dividing the noodles into different colors to make like a rainbow one, you'd put like maybe 1/2 of it in there of the vinegar. And then if you want it more vibrant, you could add a little more, and then some food coloring. So I cooked my noodles prior to. I didn't think anybody wanted to watch me cook noodles. Moms and dads all know how to cook noodles. So I'm going to go ahead, and since I'm not eating this, I'm just going to use my hands to pick up my noodles. And I'm going to go ahead, open my Ziploc bag, and take a handful of my noodles and put them in here. Now the kids can do this, but just make sure the noodles are cool. Mine have been sitting, so they're a little sticky. So you can put as much in there as you want. Okay? Well, I'll put a little more. And then I'm going to fill my 4th cup about halfway up with vinegar. And I'm going to go ahead and add it into my spaghetti. And then I think because we have green frogs, I'm going to do some green food coloring. And I'm going to let's put 5 in there since that's our number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We may add more, or maybe that's plenty. Now I'm going to zip up my bag. I'm going to get the air out of there. And I'm going to squish it all around like so. Squish, squish, squish. I got to move it around. Looks like I might need to add a little more vinegar in there, and maybe a little more food coloring. Get some bright green frogs. So with the vinegar, it's kind of a guessing game. Or a try and correct. Trying to think of the correct. That doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to add just a little more because some of my noodles didn't get green. Now if you leave it out, it will get a little stinky after a couple days, but if you throw your spaghetti noodles in your fridge, it should last all week to play in. Guys, I don't think it will taste very good, so try not to eat them. That vinegar it's got a stinky smell. I can only imagine what it will taste like. Alright, so there's that one. And I made blue before I got on just to try it out. So I'm going to do one more with you guys. I think we'll do red. I'm going to go ahead and put some noodles in here again. Then I want to show you guys one more thing you can do after the sensory bin with noodles. Alright, I gotta fill my 1/4 all the way up this time, since half of it last time didn't seem to give me enough. And I'm gonna get red out. Whoop! And the